How's it going everyone, and welcome back to another video. This video then, I'm going to be looking at 5 sort of reasons I think it could be a good idea to join the military. So this is not just specific for the British Army, this is military, it could be military worldwide, whatever it may be, this is what I think. During the current climate right now, some people may potentially needing a job or needing a career, or people have just reached that normal part of their life where it's time to get a career or time to get a job, or they're just wanting a job change. So this really is going to tick everyone's sort of boxes. Even if you're coming to the military, you've already made that decision and you're focused and you're going through the process, these 5 points then can further help you or sort of further make sure that your choice is the right choice. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So first thing then is turning your life around. So this can fall into different categories, potentially for people who have not had the greatest start to life. So maybe that's upbringing, maybe that's they haven't done as well as they would have thought they hoped on the education system. It's also people later on in life, you've went and done a certain job, you haven't really enjoyed it, or whatever it may be, you just want that new sort of refreshment, lease of life, the breath of fresh air in your life. This is what's going to happen. Now, when you come into the sort of services, it doesn't matter where you're going to go to, you're going to have to do some sort of initial basic training. And the way you got to look at it is, right now, some people who are going to basic training, they're volunteering. So the British Army is not conscript, you've got to volunteer to be there. So that's already the first hard, difficult step someone's had to do. They'll have to go through some sort of assessment sort of centre, whether it be physical, mentally, whatever it may be. So there's a lot of prep work going in. So when you arrive in basic training, these people that you're being dropped into this area with are all like-minded people. They all want to be there. They've put the work in, they've volunteered, they've been through the grind to get to the position of standing in basic training. So straight away now, that is a massive bonus because you're now in between all these groups of people who are the same mindset as you. They're positive thinking, they want to be there, they want to better themselves, they want that sense of direction. All this sort of stuff is very toxic, and it's a very good form of toxic, and it just rubs off onto yourself. This may be something that you've never been exposed to before. It may be something where you've been in a certain environment before of loads of negativity, and this is just amazing because you really start to feel happy, and you've all got that sort of that next goal, that ethos is brought into you, all this sort of stuff, and this then starts to ooze out into your own life. So away from the service, you start to have that sort of swing in your step, your shoulders are back, your chest out, you're a bit more proud, a bit happier. Relationships outside the military then start to bloom or start to become better or stronger because this new confidence is instilled inside you. So all these other sort of aspects are sort of happen by joining the military services. Definitely, it's really turning your life around. Next thing then is career. So it goes without saying, you're going to start a career from day one. From the day you start, you're starting a career. Now you've got two different things, a career and a job. This is the two differences I sort of see between them. Jobs are still good. They're both good because you're contributing to society and yourself. But in some examples, a job then for some people could potentially arriving at a certain time, clocking in, doing the same job, clocking off, and it's just that repetitive cycle. It's just to pay the bills. Now that's very, very important, and it's good to be doing that. You're showing responsibility. Some people like that sort of safety of they don't like to be tested, or they don't want to have the extra responsibilities, or they don't like to work outside of our comfort zone. You don't need to go too far to find out, and any sort of research of being out of your comfort zone is where you're going to progress, whether it be in your career or in life. Getting that career then is what really will thrive a lot of people, and that's what a lot of people are looking for because they're wanting to see that progression, or they want that progression. They want to be tested, they want to get better, they want to better themselves, they want to have these better experiences, they want to be operating outside of their own comfort zone, so they are growing within a career or as a person. And it's going to happen with getting a career. Now it's the same as like sort of physical fitness and sort of stuff. You go to a gym to get bigger muscle mass, or you want to get stronger, you want to be more flexible, you want to lose weight, you follow a certain program. Each stage of the program is telling you what exercises you need to do to get to that next stage, so you're seeing that progression. If you're a gamer, whatever it may be, Call of Duty or whatever game you're playing, you've bought that game because you want to get to the end of that game. You're going to go through each level to achieve the end of that game, and by going for each level, you're becoming a better gamer at that person because it's putting you through all the different challenges at that. That is exactly what a career is. And how we relate that is the rank structure. So each rank is your new level in your game, or your new sort of stage of your training program in the physical fitness world. And with each rank, you will be presented with you by your officers, your NCOs will tell you how or what you need to be doing what you need to achieve at that sort of rank to then progress on to that next stage. And at each stage of the rank will give you new responsibilities, new experiences, will maybe potentially take you to other aspects of the organization you would never have been in the rank previous, and potentially to other aspects of the world. And it's 100%, it's going to push you out of your comfort zone as well, because definitely in the leadership side of stuff, you're then going to start serving people, throughout the sort of ranks. So you're going to have to learn to, one method of training someone is not going to work for someone else. So straight away, and you still need to get that person to the same sort of standard, or still achieving them goals. So you now need to alter your sort of leadership style or your training style. So by that way, it's taking you out of your comfort zone. And then that way, then you're learning as a person. And every time you're doing this at every single rank, you're firing all the sort of experiences into your toolbox. And that will help you, whether you're going to spend your whole time in the army or wherever it may be, or even out in the civilian street, them experiences and them hardships going through your career will 100% be kept away for a rainy day, and at some point you'll go, right, I remember this, I'm ready to go for this because I went through that experience at that time. So it's a really good thing. You will start to have this career from day one, and it really shows progression. I'm interested to know in the comment section, what's your sort of thoughts on the differences between a sort of career and a job. Next thing then is pay and benefits. So pay first then, you're going to get a good wage at each rank. And at each rank, it progresses. So when you arrive into a rank, you will get a certain amount of money. That will progress every year, like an increment level. But then the big boost comes when you move from one rank to another rank. So that falls in line with the career. You like to see progression in yourself. You like to see progression in your finances and your money. This is all going to happen too. The other sort of side of things then is the benefits that come with it. Now, I know it's slightly different right now with the current climate, but health and fitness, we all know, is very vitally important, and it helps with physical fitness and as well as mental fitness. You will get this for free in the military services. You'll have the best of equipment there in normal times. The gymnasiums and stuff are all open, and within the gymnasiums, why am I saying that? Within the gyms themselves, you're going to have army personal trainers as such. So that's another thing you can go away and do that and get qualified. Not going to get into that. However, they are there. So you can get the advice and help from them. You will also be doing physical activity every sort of day. They will be writing programs as such, and standardized programs to progress you through to make sure you're fit for the job. So that is all there for you. Out in civilian street, you're paying for that. You're paying for a personal trainer, you're paying for a gym membership and all the rest of it. These are normal times I'm talking, before anyone starts jumping in the comment section saying, my military gym's closed. I'm talking normal times. Eventually this crappy time will be over, and when we get back to them times, all these sort of nice stuff will be open. But at the same time, we're still training physically, more outdoor stuff now, just using our own body weight in work, that sort of stuff. You still get the instruction there and the progression. So that's still happening, even though the gyms aren't there as well. So the other stuff then is medical side of things. It's all free, 100%. So your doctors are not just there for like taking you in on combat operations and stitching you up if you get injured out there. They become your GPs. So look at them like that way if you're watching this and you're not in the military. So that's like coming to them with your day-to-day sort of stuff that you may, like bugs and all that sort of stuff, whatever it may be, whatever prescriptions you may need, all that sort of stuff is completely free. Leave in. So you're gonna get 35 days paid, 35 days a year paid leave. So that is to book off work, totally forget about the army, and then that's it. You go away on these leave. These comes in different ways, so different units you put your own individual stuff on and go there, but definitely within the infantry we do block leave. So we'll all go away together, so we'll have that sort of standardized. And normally then, for anyone who's watching who's got families, if you haven't, this probably doesn't interest you, it's normally aimed to have around school holidays. So then you're going to be off work when your kids and stuff are off work as well. So you're always going to have half-term leave, Christmas leave, Easter leave, summer leave, and then long weekends thrown in there as well. With us then, specifically my own battalion, we finish work at about half day on a Friday, and then don't really start until about 10 o'clock on the Monday. That then allows people who live in the north or south of Ireland, or indeed anywhere else in the UK, Scotland, whatever it may be, time to travel back to wherever they live, have a good quality weekend at home, and then travel back on that Monday to come to work again. So that's there as well. That's there most weeks. However, if you're training for a specific thing, then that gets switched off, because obviously the time needs to be put into getting ready for that certain event, that training and exercise, them operations, whatever it may be. And just as we're talking about physical fitness and sort of basic training, These videos coming up on screen now then will help you get ready for basic training physically or to have a look at it. And the other one then sort of talks about what it's like to be after basic training, so what it's like to be in the army in specific. Thanks very much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe if you really got something out of this, and I'll see you again on the next video.